This is a retry. We're reading the meaning of the Holy Quran, section 8 through 10 of Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, the cow. Those who believe in the Quran, and those who follow the Jewish scriptures, and the Christians and the Sabians, any who believe in Allah and the last day, and work righteousness, shall have their reward with their Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. And remember, we took your covenant, and we raised above you the towering height of Mount Sinai, saying, hold firmly to what we have given you, and bring ever to remembrance what is therein. Perchance ye may fear Allah. But ye turned back thereafter. Had it not been for the grace and mercy of Allah to you, ye had surely been among the lost. And well ye knew those amongst you who transgressed in the matter of the Sabbath. We said to them, be ye apes, despised and rejected. So we made it an example to their own time, and to their posterity, and a lesson to those who fear Allah. And remember, Moses said to his people, Allah commands that ye sacrifice a heifer. They said, makest thou a laughingstock of us? He said, Allah save me from being an ignorant fool. They said, beseech on our behalf thy Lord to make plain to us what heifer it is. He says the heifer should be neither too old nor too young, but of middling age. Now do what ye are commanded. They said, beseech on our behalf thy Lord to make plain to us her color. He says, a fawn-colored heifer, pure and rich in tone, the admiration of beholders. They said, beseech on our behalf thy Lord to make plain to us what she is. To us are all heifers alike. We wish indeed for guidance, if Allah wills. He says a heifer not trained to till the soil or water the fields, sound and without blemish. They said, now hast thou brought the truth. Then they offered her in sacrifice, but not with good will. Section 9. Remember ye slew a man, and fell into a dispute among yourselves as to the crime. But Allah was to bring forth what ye did hide. So we said, strike the body with a piece of the heifer. Thus Allah bringeth the dead to life, and showeth you his signs. Perchance ye may understand. Thenceforth were your hearts hardened, they became like a rock, and even worse in hardness. For among rocks there are some from which rivers gush forth. Others there are which, when split asunder, send forth water, and others which sink. For fear of Allah, and Allah is not unmindful of what ye do. Can ye, O men of faith, entertain the hope that they will believe in you, seeing that a party of them heard the word of Allah and perverted it knowingly, after they understood it? Behold, when they meet the men of faith, they say, we believe, but when they meet each other in private, they say, shall you tell them what Allah hath revealed to you, that they may engage you in argument about it before your Lord? Do ye not understand their aim? Know they not that Allah knoweth what they conceal and what they reveal? And there are among them illiterates who know not the book, but see therein their own desires, and they do nothing but conjecture. Then woe to those who write the book with their own hands, and then say, this is from Allah, to traffic with it for a miserable price. Woe to them for what their hands do write, and for the gain they make thereby. And they say, the fire shall not touch us, but for a few numbered days. Say, have ye taken a promise from Allah, for he never breaks his promise? Or is it that ye say of Allah what ye do not know? Nay, those who seek gain in evil, and are girt round by their sins, they are companions of the fire. Therein shall they abide forever. But those who have faith and work righteousness, they are companions of the garden. Therein shall they abide forever. Section 10. And remember, we took a covenant from the children of Israel to this effect: worship none but Allah, treat with kindness your parents and kindred and orphans and those in need. Speak fair to the people, be steadfast in prayer, and practice regular charity. Then did ye turn back except a few among you, and ye backslide even now. And remember, we took your covenant to this effect: shed no blood amongst you, nor turn out your own people from your homes. And this ye solemnly ratified, and to this ye can bear witness. After this, it is ye, the same people, who slay among yourselves, and banish a party of you from their homes, assist their enemies against them, in guilt and transgression. And if they come to you as captives, ye ransom them, though it was not lawful for you to banish them. Then it is only a part of the book that ye believe in, and do ye reject the rest? But what is the reward for those among you who behave like this, but disgrace in this life and on the day of judgment? They shall be consigned to the most grievous penalty, for Allah is not unmindful of what ye do. These are the people who buy the life of this world at the price of the hereafter. Their penalty shall not be lightened, nor shall they be helped. The people of Moses and the people of Jesus were given revelations, but alas, they played false with their own lights, and in their selfishness made narrow Allah's universal message. To them it seemed incredible that his light should illuminate Arabia and reform the world. But his ways are wondrous, and they are clear to those who have faith. So that's in section 87 to 121. So in your King James Bibles, we are on chapter 8 of Genesis. And God remembers Noah and every living thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, until on the 1st day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made. And he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Also he sent forth a dove from him, to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark. For the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her, and pulled her in unto him into the ark. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came into him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. And he stayed yet other 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, was the earth dried. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, every beast, every creeping thing, every fowl, every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth, after their kinds, went forth out of the ark. And Noah built an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living, as I have done. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease.